Hi there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for August 2022. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. So what is going on when it comes to your month of August? Well, we'll start with the Sun, bringing special focus, highlights, attention, enhancement, and support to your 10th house of career, upward mobility, growth, promotions, status, and your authority to make a mark on your world. When we have the Sun in the 10th house, this is a time of massive transformations to the very climate your life's work exists in, because the Sun is talking about bringing in ways to not only maybe cleanse and purify, but also at the same time re-equip you with new tools, new resources, new wealth, new clients and customers, and also transform the very environment or the very sensibility of your vocation, the world you're working in. You're going to notice a lot of trends changing out, a lot of maybe customer and client populations swapping out. What is in, what is out is swapping out. And you're also getting lifted up because that enhancement and support focus is also putting you in a position to be given more value for the work that you are giving to this part of your world. Now, this could, of course, come with a lot of beautiful opportunities for new positions, new advancement opportunities, promotions, big growth spurts, but we're also seeing a change to the very laws of the land when it comes to either your office or your vocation. This can be very, very helpful, especially if you are looking to graduate from maybe a normal or a pattern or anything that you have been maybe stuck in or maybe going in circles in for a long time when it comes to your job or how you earn a living or make a name for yourself, and also put you in a very lovely position to be able to step into a higher position of power to become a stronger influencer in your field. After the 22nd of the month, we've got the Sun moving on into Virgo for the duration, which is your 11th house of friendships, social networking, your platonic support system, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the fellows, and anything relating to your highest goals and loftiest ambitions. And the Sun is coming in here with a focus on bringing you closer to the best and brightest that you have, especially when it comes to changing the climate, the very atmosphere and the environment in which you are relating to and connecting to these people. New bonding agents, new bonding opportunities for stronger loyalty and more invested involvement are going to be plentiful in the back half of August and going into the first 3 weeks of September. However, because the Sun also is a purifying influence, we're also going to find that any kind of shadows or maybe unhealthy or uncomplimentary affiliations in the company that you keep are also going to be brought to your attention as well. So pay attention to what you're seeing and pay attention to how you might remediate that if you need to. This is also a time with the Sun where you're getting a lot of new tools coming to you in order to bring one of your deeper personal ambitions forth into being, right? Because the 11th house, this is like our big goals. It's our bucket list. It's our highest achievement focus. And with the Sun, not only are we drawing all the people to bring these forth into being in the best way possible, but we're also getting the power and the resources to make it happen sooner than later. We've got Mars, the planet of action, energy, passion, that obstacle clearing, driving force in Taurus. Your 7th house of partnerships, that's your closest one-on-one commitments. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all your, again, your closest one-on-one involvements through the 19th of August. With Mars here, we are not only increasing the productivity of our strongest alliances, but we are tearing down walls that stand between us, whether it's walls between us and a partnership, an alliance, or a collaboration that we would like to be more involved in, or maybe clearing out an obstacle that has been standing between a certain alliance, partnership, or commitment that we are already involved in and its goal and its aspiration. exploration. Mars is all about making the strongest unions possible when Mars is here. And so this can also be extremely effective, especially when it comes to creating opportunities to clear barriers to intimacy or clear barriers to productivity or anything that we are looking to really get solid in all of these one-on-one relationships. However, it's important to also keep in mind that sometimes with Mars in a partnership area, such as House 7, like you've got for the first 3 weeks of this month roughly, constructive collisions may also happen. And, it's important to know how to have a dispute well, have a quarrel well, how to use a conflict to better understand each other. And of course, that way, if this is a best friendship or a romantic relationship or maybe a business partnership, we can have the best union possible because that constructive conflict is showing us where the flaws to be cleared and remediated are. Once we go through all of this, we're also seeing a lot more drive, a lot more ambition coming through partners and through our unions of all kinds, which are going to yield all kinds of different rewards as we go through August. After the 19th, we've got Mars entering Gemini for the duration of the month. This is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy and your self-employment earnings. Now, Mars will be here well into September, too. With Mars in the 8th house, this is a glorious time for going a bit wild. A lot of you Scorpio people are going to be having so much fun in romantic and erotic excursions because with all of the clearing that we're doing in the first 3 weeks of the month, now it's time for us to let our hair down. Now it's time to enjoy a bit more passion and vulnerability and a bit more courage in all of our romantic relationships, whether it's with new people that show up this month or with existing partners, if you're currently coupled or married. And with the Mars in Gemini aspect, people are not only a lot more vulnerable and courageous, but they're also more imaginative. They're also more driven when it comes to a bit of fantasy fulfillment, and we'll just leave it at that. On the financial side, Mars is also extremely helpful here because we're also seeing an opportunity for a lot of your supplemental income avenues, or if you are self-employed, your self-employment, your business avenue, to expand because Mars here is going to bring in a lot of money very, very quickly. So whether you work for yourself or maybe you're part of a bonus program, incentive program, you make commissions on sales or tips or things like that, expect a very lucrative month. However, when it comes to drumming up any kind of venture capital, if you're looking to qualify for maybe a loan or a mortgage or anything along those lines, be careful. Mars can make our eyes a bit bigger than our stomachs, and we don't want to take out more than we absolutely need. We will qualify for more than we absolutely need, so we need to be smart. We have Venus, the planet of love, favor, popularity, and affection in Cancer through the 10th of the month. This is your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, travel, as well as culture, your reach, and your spiritual path and practice. With Venus in the 9th house, this is a time where you are really getting yourself out there. You're becoming a lot more well-known. The popularity aspect of Venus goes to work hard in the 9th house. It's a 15 minutes of fame type of experience. Is there anything you are looking to promote? Is there anything you're looking to market, advertise? Because this is where you're going to see the biggest growth. This is also a time with Venus in the 9th house where you may be noticing a few awakenings of all kinds when it comes to your collaborators or romantic partners and your allies. Romantic partners may be going through a bit of a spiritual growth spurt or maybe a bit of a spiritual awakening, as it were. If they're already spiritually practiced and established, this is a powerful level up and also creating a new dimension for us to bond on. A lot of you who are single or available may also find that partners are coming to you from spaces that are outside of your normal, right? This is outside of your backyard, outside of what you consider to be familiar. And there is something very enticing about the exotic, and there's an exotic flavor being brought to all areas of love for you, it seems, this month. After the 10th, we've got Venus moving on into Leo, that 10th house of career, upward mobility, as well as, of course, status and promotions. And with Venus in the 10th house, you are going to find that you're getting gifted with a lot of easy wealth, easy promotions, easy transitions, and you're kind of coming into a phase where you're getting to customize your very job and career, how you are received in the world, as well as what your everyday job is going to look like. Because with Venus in the 10th house, everything is going our way, right? Our bosses, authority figures, if you have them, are coming around to our way of thinking. Now, whether this is people evolving on their stance, or maybe it's just changing them out for somebody who is a more connected or more matching energy, that could also be to your advantage. Or this could also be a transformation in the very sensibility, the very culture, the very trends in which your vocation exists. Venus is also a time, Venus in the 10th house, is also a time where you might be noticing that you're up for some kind of raise, or maybe taking on some kind of service that is going to be very easy to accomplish, and we're making money for just as much, if not doing less work. And that's going to be also going on into September, which is nice. We've got Mercury, the planet of communications, speed, and productivity in Virgo, pretty much all month long, from the 4th to the 24th. And this is that 11th house of friendships, social networking, right? The platonic support system, and your loftiest goals and ambitions. With Mercury in the 11th house, we are speeding up productivity when it comes to finally substantiating or bringing forth into being or manifesting one of our deeper personal ambitions that maybe we have been holding on to for our whole lives that we've not necessarily been able to achieve or realize. A lot of this is coming with the help of a team or a squad. You know, your people are really showing up for you, known and new, this month. And it could be through the help of a friend or a close-knit group that we speed this along. You may also find with Mercury in the 11th house that work that people are doing for you, however they're doing it for you, whether they've taken it on themselves, you've asked for it, is getting sped along to a very successful fruition, and you're getting a chance to accelerate a lot of the growth of any kind of team or community projects that you know you want to be a powerhouse in your world every single day, or as a part of your everyday world, a powerhouse. Finally, we got to talk about our lunations, right? A full moon and a new moon every month, so here we go. Our full moon of the month is in Aquarius on the 11th. And this is opening up a 2-week window period between the 11th of the month and roughly the 26th or 27th of August, depending on where you live in the world. With a full moon in Aquarius, this is really focusing on your 4th house of home, family, your roots, the domicile, and any kind of home economic circumstances you have going on there. A full moon is all about culminations, transitions, and endings. And this is the end of an era. This is the end of a chapter in either your family history, a living situation, or maybe something that has been almost an institution in your home life. Now, this full moon can be extremely liberating, especially because this is also a moon of deep house cleaning on the physical and on the non-physical. However, a lot of you may find that while this is extremely positive, this can also bring up some tension, especially when it comes to handling old family matters or maybe sensitive or difficult family situations as it relates to maybe your current home or household, or maybe your family of origin, in order to put old shadows to rest. This can also be very helpful, though, especially for those of you that are looking to maybe change your home life or how things are run in the home into a way where things are not only a lot more comfortable, a lot more secure, and a lot more, let's just say, wealthy, but this is also a time where you're getting a chance to move on or move out with things that ultimately have been keeping us or keeping somebody or a family situation we care about stuck in a lower quality of life. We also have a new moon this month in Virgo August 27th, which is, of course, that 11th house of friendships and social networking. Anything relating to, your loftiest goals and ambitions. We've talked about that quite a bit in this video. And a new moon is all about seed planting, new beginnings, and initiations. And this is going to be opening up a 2-week window period between the 27th of the month and roughly the 9th, 10th of September. And a new moon in Virgo is all about bringing you new community. It's all about putting you in a new space where you and, your friends or your closest people, the people you admire most, are getting a chance to be more regularly involved and engaged, but also set up almost a whole new sense of village, a whole new sense of, let's just say camaraderie through the addition of some kind of new focus, some kind of new goal, some kind of new aspiration or ideal. This can also be a beautiful time for a lot of you Scorpio people looking to put yourself out there, draw in new friends, make a new squad around yourself composed of both new and known friends and allies, and you may even find that there is a new lease on life for a goal or aspiration that has been waiting way too long to come forth into being. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.